know that they fly, know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side, CJ Ike, now I gotta roll with ice. No rush, go on, move dumb. Pushing, so on, move dumb.
It's Damian Gaston here. You're watching Ur.Perspectives Podcast. If you haven't already, make sure you like, follow, subscribe to Ur.Perspectives Podcast. Damian Gaston, whole team dot.
Welcome back to Ur.Perspectives Podcast. This is season 2, episode 4 from Houston, Texas. I'm moderator CJ Short, introducing the team. To my far right, Damian Dotson. To my left, all I do is Winston Shepard. Right. Today we want to welcome Senior Director at Octagon Sports, Chris Gaston. Welcome.
Yes,
Great to have you in.
Man, appreciate you guys, man. Appreciate y'all.
Welcome in, Gasto, man.
Yeah.
You know, appreciate you taking the time out your day. I know it's a busy time right now.
Yeah.
The draft was 2 days ago. You know, it's a lot going on. You're at Octagon right now. You guys are representing a lot of players. I'm sure you guys had a ton of players in the draft. You can be doing a lot of things right now, man. So I appreciate you for stopping by. You know, man, I'm looking forward to hearing the backstory, getting some insight, and, you know, having some fun with it, bro.
Man, you are the backstory. You
All
are
right.
the backstory,
Right.
man. But nah, man, this is a long time coming. Happy to see what y'all doing. Been seeing both of y'all since y'all was kids. So this is big, man. Seeing y'all do something outside of basketball and growing and building y'all brand. This is huge. This is dope. This is dope, man.
Yeah, man. So, you know, Gasto, so just right off the back, bro, just rapid fire question, you know.
Okay.
Give us a backstory, not about agency, not about training, not about coaching and doing all that stuff. We want to know about Chris Gaston and where did he start? Where did all this start?
Yeah, so all this started, man, Windsor Village, neighborhood, Herm Clark. And when I thought about it, I didn't realize my dad, rest in peace, he was doing all this with no social media, with no hype, not with no top kids, but just helping a bunch of kids in the neighborhood. We was the house that everybody came to, all the kids. He coached at Windsor Village Elementary, and a lot of top players just randomly went to their school. Justice Winslow, Tommy Mason Griffin, Rashard Woods, Ryan McCoy. It was just crazy. And he was just doing it out of his heart. He didn't want no money. He wasn't trying to be no agent, no AU coach. He was just a dude in the neighborhood that everybody called dad. Or they called him coach. They called him coach. So that's kind of how I got started, just watching him. And I didn't even realize what he was doing. I didn't even think about it till he passed years later. It was like, I'm just doing what he did, but took it to another level. So, yeah, that's kind of my backstory, man. Grew up in Windsor Village, Herm Clark, south side of Houston, Texas. Went to Madison High School, went to Westbury Christian my senior year. Met a lot of people. Played small college ball, and then started my journey.
Where you play at?
Park University in Missouri.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Well,
Point guard, of course.
Yep.
Running the show.
Yep.
You know what I
Trying
mean?
to figure it out.
Still to this day.
Yep.
Yeah, man, like I said, bro, before we even like pop off and do everything, I'm sure Wayne got a bunch of stuff he want to ask you. CJ, me, of course, but I just want to give you your flowers, bro. Now, you know what I'm saying? Give you your flowers while you still here, while we still sitting here. And man, you are like basketball in Houston. A lot of people don't know that. Wayne can agree to that. When we talk about training, when we talk about hoops, when we talk about some of the best players in the city, you're not nice if you never worked out with Chris Gaston. Yeah. And everybody know that. Yeah. Whether you humble about it or not, you're not nice in the city. Nobody knows you unless you worked out with Chris Gaston somewhere. Yeah. Westbury Christian, YMCA, Boys and Girls Club, wherever the case may be. Church, anywhere. Brentwood. Yeah. If you never worked out with Chris, then if you ain't been to Brentwood and you ain't worked out with Gasto, you probably ain't nobody in the city. And I'm sure everybody watching this can agree.
Man,
so just want to give you your flowers, bro. If I haven't already.
Gasto, man, it's a lot that I want to ask you and chop up game with. But before I get into any of that, it's 2 things I always wanted to thank you for, brother. And I don't know if I ever did or didn't, but I always wanted to. First thing was after my freshman year, I left San Diego. I came back to the H, and this is right. We getting ready for KD, LeBron. Gasto came and picked me up from Mo City every fucking day, 8, 9 a.m., work out at Brentwood all day, drop me back off at home 4, 5 at night. And this ain't no NIL. I ain't had nothing to give Gasto. It's just obviously this is the time we think I'm one of the top prospects. So, you know, it was love. But that, and then secondly, after my sophomore year, you came and stayed at San Diego State with me for like 2 weeks.
Yep. Remember that. What up? Yep.
In the summertime. Remember, we watched the documentaries about the old school black peoples, the Moors, all that. So, brother, I always wanted to let you know how much I appreciated that. And that helped prepare me and become a pro in everything I did or didn't do. But at that time, bro, getting ready for the Kevin Durant, getting ready for the LeBron, that was major. We grinded every day for that. So I always wanted to let you know how much I appreciated that, brother. And like Dot said, if you from the H and you hooped, you know Gasto.
You got to.
And if you didn't, you probably wasn't that nice at the time.
But, I mean, that's real.
That's just real.
I mean, whether you was 10 years old or 25,
that's just real.
If you ain't in the gym with Gasto, then you probably wasn't
now, I got
in the right spot.
Sentimental stuff out the way. Now I want to be for real. Now, okay, so Gasto, the first time I ever heard of you, brother, you had the Ur.Preps.com. Y'all remember that?
I remember that, bro.
Okay, so this at the time I'm booming. Jim Hicks just rated me number 1 in the
2012.
In the whole city.
Class of 2012.
Class 2012. Like this, I just passed J Mike up at the time. Okay. So I'm feeling myself.
Okay.
Now I get somebody say, man, you ain't looked at Houston Preps, huh? I'm hell nah. Gasto got me 5th. I'm like,
who was the 4 I had ahead of you?
Warner Bell.
Okay. A dude. A dude.
First of all, Warner Bell was in front of me. I think you had J Mike in front of me.
Rashid Suleiman.
I think you had Michael Carey in front of me.
Okay.
And Rashid, probably.
I'm not sure
LJ
if Rashid
Ross.
was in front of me.
LJ? Was it LJ?
Listen, I know I was 5th.
Yeah.
And Jim Hicks had me 1.
Yeah.
And it made it pissed me off. And for a while, I was like, man, I'm off him. You know how I am, Dot. Like, till I warm up to you, do something to me, like, I'm off you. And then...
So here's the thing. I probably had never worked you out or seen you before.
I don't know what it was. I'm just telling you,
back
like...
in the day, it wasn't no...
I had to get it off my chest, dog, because it really bothered me.
Them dudes you named, they been in the lab with
They've been in the lab. I seen them.
So I
can vouch for them.
It's only one person on that list that could have even had an argument to be in front of me, and that's Rashid. That's how I'm saying, at the time, that's how I felt. You know what I'm saying? But lighthearted stuff, man, but that was kind of my first introduction to who Chris Gasto was. I mean, I'm tripping in here. Who you were, the basketball circuit, and then obviously from there, like, we got our relationship. We started coming to the gym, and I'm like, okay, I kind of like this workout setting a little bit better than what the rival was going to Lucas. I liked Gasto stuff kind of a tad bit better at that time because it wasn't just playing. You know what I'm saying? We were really doing the cone drills and working on our handle. Like, that's kind of how I developed my handle a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Which is kind of what I was end up being known for. And at Lucas, we would just hoop. We would just play 5s, and it would just, hey, we just playing 5s. But at your workouts, man, it was always more detailed orientated. It felt smaller group, like you could focus on me personally more, like what I needed. And, you know, once I started working out with you, it was like, okay, from there up until kind of I became a pro, that's who I only did your stuff. Which is why we was out in San Diego working out. So, man, it's a long time coming, bro.
Man, I appreciate y'all. People, I'm still, y'all see the grades, man. When y'all be telling stories and stuff, I didn't forgot. I'm be like, damn, I remember that. I was just at a young guy's baby shower. You know, I'm Robert Hollins. The other day. And we just sitting at the table, and then one of his friends was sitting at the table. He was like, man, he said, bro, I remember you said you came down to Beaumont and worked us out when I was in the 9th grade. I'm like, huh? He was like, yeah, you told us don't eat hot fries and don't do this. I'm like, man, it's like, it's crazy when every time I see when they recollect these stories, I'm like, man, bro, I was just in the moment at the time. And of course, we didn't have social media, so none of this is captured. I was just in the moment, just going, you know.
Guys, is someone not from Houston? Maybe I should know this. Tell us about Brentwood. What is Brentwood? I came here in 2008 to work for a bank, right? So I'm not, wasn't real involved. So you guys have all mentioned it. For myself and the audience, what is Brentwood? What's it mean?
So Brentwood is a church in Herm Clark, the neighborhood where I grew up, right by Madison High School, where I went to high school at. My freshman coach, a guy named Coach Gatlin, he was like over the gym there. So he would let me come in and use the gym. And Man, the summertime, it was like ABC camping. We had every top kid in Houston, from pros, Gerald Green, Steven Jackson, all the way down to 8th, 9th graders.
Okay.
And we would come in there, we would do drills, we would stretch, we would work out. It was like
That was like the summer spot.
Yeah, it was like pre-draft camp without even knowing it was a pre-draft camp.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Gasto, you know, we talking about all these experiences and stuff like that, bro. But you know, we haven't really like demonstrated or talked about. I mean, before all this, before where you at sitting right now and working for Octagon, bro, everybody don't know that you was a trainer. Yeah. You was in the trenches. You was on the court with us, teaching us. I got my game from you. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like my handles, my shots, my moves, my pivots, all that. Step throughs, layups, same foot, same hand. Yeah. I was learning that at 7th grade. Yeah. So now you in the office now. But we can still go on the court if we needed to. Yeah, I still get in the gym. Yeah, but what it started was, for the people at home that don't know, it started on the court. He was the trainer. You know what I mean? You call Gasto. Like Wednesday, he pick you up every day. Yeah. So, I mean, we all know this. We talked about this multiple times. When I got removed from University of Oregon, same situation, brother. Yeah. You know, I was working at UPS. Yeah. You know what I mean? You knew this. I was working from 2 to 8. For 2 months, I got kicked out of school at Oregon. I was working from 2 to 8 every day. Yeah. I would go 2 to 8, go to HCC. I had a class from like 10 to 12. Yeah. I hadn't slept. Yeah. 12 o'clock to 2, I would take a nap. 3 o'clock, Gasto in the driveway, like, hey, we gotta work out. Like, I don't care what's going on right now. I don't care how you feeling, but we gotta get in the gym. Yeah. Like, we going to Sunnyside Park right now. We in the gym at Sunnyside every day. I'm dead tired, bro. Like, I'm dead tired. I ain't had no money to eat. I'm eating Jack in the Box. We eating McDonald's. Yeah, you
didn't last long at UPS, bro.
Man, I was at UPS for like 2 months, bro.
You didn't last long.
I couldn't do it. I couldn't. Like, I told myself, I walked in UPS. I'm like, I told the manager, I was like, yo, bro, like, you talking to me crazy? I'm not gonna be here for long, bro. And when I go to college, bro, I'm gonna get you tickets to my game. He laughed at me, bro. He was like, man, whatever. Because you got these dudes out here smoking cigarettes, chilling. They comfortable where they at. I went in his office. I told him straight up, because he said, man, you know, we got a problem with you putting the packages on the wrong truck. I'm like, bro, I ain't supposed to be here. First of all, I'm glad y'all gave me an opportunity to make some bread, but I don't want to be here. You know what I mean? And I'm like, you know, yeah, you know what I mean? And you know what, bro? I'm going to get you tickets to when I go to school, and you know what I'm saying? When I go to college, I'm going to get you tickets to my game. He laughed in my face, bro, but you know what I'm saying? Like you said, bro, every hour of the day when you had time and we had time to work out, bro, I didn't have no vehicle. I didn't have transportation. Gasto was in the driveway, bro. So that's a backstory on where you came from, and you know, not just right now. Everybody don't know you was on the court with us. You built men, bro. Like, you're a testament to my life. You built men in this. So I want to say appreciate it again, bro. And you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I remember vividly, and me and my wife, we had tears in our eyes. I remember one time we dropped you off, and I just seen you walking down. I think one time I feel like I seen you walking from the crib to school.
ACC. I used to walk to ACC.
It was hot as heck outside.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn. This dude was just in the Sweet 60. Everything was laid out, and now he walking to work. You know what I'm saying? Walking to junior college in the middle of, they had just built it.
Community college, ACC, yep.
I'm like, this is crazy. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how I even had the faith, or that's just the God in me, and that's my wife, just prayers, because it was tough. Yeah. At one point, I thought he was going to go to, like, I think it was like Grambling or Southern.
Southern, bro.
Nobody wanted to touch him.
That was my only offer, Southern.
That was it. Yeah. So to see where he went and rose through this is like, man, people don't even know the half. People don't even know the half. People think they went through stuff, and these kids now, they got it good. Like, it was out the mud back then.
Man, it wasn't like one of those situations where it's like, what are we doing? That's all we knew.
Yeah.
All I knew was grind. Like, no matter what circumstance I was in, like,
it wasn't no master plan.
Whether I was down, whether I was happy, it was always, and you instilled that, bro. You got to grind. Like, you got to wake up and grind. Wake up and get it. You know what I'm saying? What you doing? Yeah. No, I learned that from Steven Jackson. I remember vividly Steven Jackson. This when Instagram wasn't even like, people wasn't posting on Instagram. Steven Jackson went on Instagram, made a video. He made a video. He was like, good morning, world. I hope everybody having a good, blessed day. Wake up and get it. Yeah. What you doing? Yeah. And he'll post that every day, bro. Yeah. I swear to God, he will post that. Yeah. Look, Steven Jackson will post that every day, bro. What you doing? Yeah. And I was like, bro, we got to grind. Because I had went to work out with Steve. Like, me and Gasto. I
worked out with him at Brentwood, too, with Gaston.
No, I didn't. We drove to San Antonio. We drove to San Antonio. Went to his crib in San Antonio, worked out with Steven Jackson. That's why I got shooting in the gym, talking to yourself. That's why I got there from. When I miss a shot, come on, Dot. Come on, Dot. You got to hit that. I seen Steven Jackson doing that. So I'm like, I got to do that. He a pro. When I miss, I got to get mad at myself. It ain't nobody else's fault but mine. Yeah. So I kind of, that Steven Jackson did a lot for me too, man. Shout out Steven Jackson, bro. Yeah. And shout out you for introducing me to Steven Jackson, bro. So
it's a real one.
It's a real one, bro.
Gasto, obviously, bro, like we talking about the start of it. And I can remember being out on the West Coast around this time, kind of going through my pre-draft process. And I knew you were still a trainer. And a year later, you was doing the agent thing. Talk to us about the transition from training, being on the floor with the guys to now I'm in the front, I'm representing. I'm in a whole different lane now.
Yeah, so like I said, I never get too far in my head of myself. Deion Sanders has a saying, be where your feet at. And I always had that motto. So I never got too ahead of myself and try to have this big picture. But as I got deeper into it, and I'm getting into business now, I got Eric Moreland and all these kids and agents want to meet with them. He's like, I don't feel like dealing with that. Go talk to these dudes. And so I'm starting to meet with these guys and I'm learning the business. I'm like, I've been doing this for 10 years without getting a penny, without doing, like, I've been doing it for free, like managing and helping kids get from level A to B to C. This is what I do. And so as I got in the business, I was like, man, you know what? I think this is what I want to do. Because at first, I thought I wanted to be a college coach because some of my friends, Alvin Brooks, Malachi, these guys, this back in the days, I'm telling you, man, we used to read the newspaper. Like, it went on, like, Houston Chronicle. And I never forget, they put the salaries of the assistant coaches in the paper. And I seen 300,000, 350. I'm like, man, I know these dudes. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is the path I want to take. And a lot of people don't know this part. So I was hell-bent on being a college coach. I had my AU team, all that. T. Harvey, yeah. He was the head coach at Texas Southern University. We used to go work out at TSU all the time, man. I'm not knowing what I'm doing. I'm bringing every top player in the world and just bringing them in the gym, working out, we go. He would let me use the gym. And he called me in his office one day. He said, man, you don't even know what you're doing. I'm like, what you talking about? He said, you got ability to connect, and people just can't get to these top kids and just have them come in like that. I'm like, just what I do. He said, man, I want to offer you a job. He said, meet with me tomorrow. Let's meet in the office. So this T. Harvey, he's older than me. He like an OG to me, but I'm like, I'm not thinking this is nothing serious. So I walk in. He said, bring your resume. I come in there with my hooping shorts and my T-shirt. I got to work out in 45 minutes. My resume rolled up in a piece of paper like this. I'm like, what's up, coach? What's up, T? He looked at me. Nah, Gas, you're not ready. I'm like, what you mean? He said, if I was Coach K, would you have rolled up in here like that? I'm like, nah. He said, you're right. So went back to doing what I was doing. Then the next year, he was like, man, we're going to give you a grad assistant job and we're going to pay you a stipend, get you an apartment over here. You'll be player development. Because I was already working out the whole team anyway. Mm-hmm. Ray Penn them was over there, so it just made sense. So he was like, I came in there first day, like I got the job. Like, came in there first day, filling out my paperwork. Then they called a meeting. Everybody come upstairs. Athletic director came in there. Literally, I hadn't even finished my paperwork. Came in, they fired me. I'm like, what the? I'm like, before I even get started, like, I'm like, man, okay, here we go. Got fired, bro. T. Harvey got fired. My first day of the job. Well, I didn't even start yet. I didn't get my paperwork.
About to start.
Huh?
About to start.
He got fired. And I'm like, guess it wasn't meant for me to be no college coach. And just went back to grinding. I was, man, training, substitute teaching, doing this, doing that, just trying to make ends meet. But a lot of people don't know that part, that I wanted to be a college coach at first. But looking back on it, I enjoy my freedom. As a college coach, you don't have no freedom.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I can make my own schedule. But a lot of people don't know that part. That like I was gonna be a college coach, and even some people offered me some JUCO jobs to kind of start and get my feet wet, but it just didn't appeal to me, and you know that just wasn't in the cards for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Man, Gaston, when you talk about having all the players, like literally all the players come work out wherever you were, man, I just want to know, like, what do you think was the number one thing that kept them coming back, like, as far as what you offered?
I don't know. That's a good question. I just think it was something different. I actually cared. I would go home and just wasn't generic drills. Like I would go home and study, and you know, I got these 5'6" guys, so I need to find something, some NBA college players and emulate that. And I just think it was something different. At the time, it wasn't a lot of guys doing workouts back then. There wasn't a lot of options. Now it's 100 trainers.
Man, it was 2 options.
Yeah.
If you was a top player at that time, to me, it was 2 options.
Yeah.
You're going to Lucas.
Yeah.
And when you go to Lucas, you're just playing fives all day.
And it's a ton of people there.
And it's a bunch of pros in there and high-level
ton.
guys, and it's nothing wrong with that.
Mhm.
But at the time, like I said, at least for me, going to Gasto was like, it slowed it down. It wasn't as much playing. It was more detail-orientated. It was more like, okay, when, like, you trying to be a 6'8" guard.
Yeah.
So this what we need to be doing.
Yeah.
Whereas going to Luke, we would just, okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, right? You understand what I'm saying? And you just playing. Like,
Just 5-on-5.
You just playing, which that is a good way to develop as well. But I remember thinking like, man, like I wanted to go to gas just because I wanted to work on my, I wanted to find, like I wanted to get under the hood of my car and work on it.
And you know what else? You know what else you specialize in? This from me asking you the question and giving you your own answer.
Yeah.
I'm 6'5", shooting guard.
Yeah.
When we work out, what you'll text me? Dot, I got somebody your same height that's already a pro.
Yeah.
Come work out with him. Let me see what you got.
That's funny.
You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, he a pro already. Let's see if you ready.
Yeah.
Come play one-on-one. Yeah. After y'all work out, we're going to play one-on-one. Let me see what you got. Yeah. And you know what you would do? If I got my ass bust, you would tell me, man, he bust your ass today. You ain't ready. You ain't ready.
Yeah.
You ain't ready for him.
Yeah.
You ain't ready to be a pro.
Yeah. Who would you go up against?
I mean,
I remember Tommy Mason Griffin. He was like the best player around here. When T. Griffin was a senior.
Westbury Christian. I remember this day.
That was a freshman.
Oh.
And they was like, I think they called that Lil Black or something.
Nah, it was what's your boy that went to Syracuse? The point guard. Johnny Flynn.
Yeah.
That's what TMG called me. Johnny Flynn.
So we about to
Johnny Flynn.
You know, at the end of the workouts, we playing ones for sure. I used to get in there and play with them sometimes. Sometimes me, T. Griffin. I don't know if you remember little Kevin Green went to Westbury, whatever. Me, him, Mike Brown, we would play like 1-on-1 till like 2, 3 in the morning. They got school in the morning.
Not really.
Yeah, but not really.
They
really got school, but not really. We got really. 2, 3 in the morning playing 1-on-1. But I remember they was like, nah, little Johnny Flynn, you can't hop in this right now. Like, just stay on the side. Like,
I wanted to play back. Yeah. Bro, I'm like, bro, let me in. Cause Gasto always let me work out with older. Yeah. I'm like, bro, let me hoop, bro. I want to play ones. He like, nah, I can't play you right now, bro. I'm gonna hurt your feelings. Straight up. He's like, you can't play. I'm too nice. That's basically what he told me. He's like, I'm gonna hurt your feelings.
But see,
I always respected him for that though, because I'm like, now what if he would have killed me that day and it would have just
destroyed your confidence?
Destroyed my confidence.
With all that being said, when he said that, he pulled me to the side. He was like, "Yo, Gas, he one of the ones, bro. He got he." T. Griff said that when nobody was even thinking about that, and that he's like, "Yeah, Gas, he nice, bro."
Yeah. But he told me straight up, he's like, "Nah, you ain't ready." I wanted to play bad too. We was at Westbury Christian's like 10 p.m., bro. Yeah. I'm like, I gotta get in this. Ray Penn, all them in the. I'm like, I gotta play.
Man, Gasto has set up a one-on-one workout for me. This one I really started feeling like I could be a pro. Mm-hmm. It's that same summer I'm telling you about. This we going to Kevin Durant, we going to LeBron. In between that, we at HBU. He had Covington coming to gym.
Robert Covington.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It got scary in there, Dot.
Yeah.
And this one I was like, okay, like I could do this shit for real.
Yeah.
We playing off the wing like a floppy, Gasto kicking it to like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I'm going up against
3
Covington.
dribbles.
Yeah. I'm going against Covington.
You got 3 dribbles.
And then I'm
he
like,
just got with the Rockets too,
bro. Like I start really feeling like, okay, like I'm a pro now. Like,
so that's the answer right there, guys. There's a lot of other things that factor into that.
it's your boy ESPN Win here, man. I'm on West Timer right now. Like that boy Pimp C used to say, man. Make sure you like and follow, subscribe, and you watching Ur.Perspective Podcast. Ur.Perspective Podcast in the building. It's your boy ESPN Win. I want to give a big shout out to the sponsor of the podcast, Saratoga Sparkling Water. Get down to your local dealers and pick this up.
But you being able to understand that if I can put you up against somebody that's a pro already, and you had the ability to do that, to put us up against guys that are pros and see what our game was, it's either you not ready or you right in the middle or you just bust his ass. Like you ready. You know what I'm saying? And that confidence gave me like, if I can go against him, bro, nobody at Yates or Worthing can guard me. You know what I mean? Nobody in high school can guard me. Nobody should be able to stay in front of me. So I think that's what I took from it. Also, all the drills and the motivation and picking us up and making us determined and making us grind. But I think the platform you gave us to be able to go against pros and see where your game was. And now it's vice versa when the young guys come in, like Dink Pate, you know what I mean? These guys I played against, was it a bunch of these young guys, Keontae, Fox when he was younger, you know what I mean? We play one-on-one and it's just like a full circle moment. And it's like, man, I remember when I was playing against Steven Jackson. I remember when I went on 1-1 against Gerald Green. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of, I think that's what separated you from Houston, like other trainers. Like you can put us against pros.
And at that time period too, like you said, it wasn't the popular thing to do, be a trainer. I don't feel like
it wasn't no fad.
It's a fad now. It's like a glamorous, sexy thing to do now.
And they making money. I didn't make a penny. I didn't make a penny, bro.
You're doing it off the love.
I'll never forget one time me and Ray Penn, and it wasn't even no GPS back then, but I don't know how I knew how to get from A to B, but I'm picking somebody up from way over here. And I remember, I never forget, we was headed to Yates, and we ran out of gas right there on Scott Street. We ran out of gas, bro. Like, cars, I'm like, oh, I got all the top kids in Houston in my car. And I'm like, man, this is crazy. But like, thank God it wasn't on social media because somebody would have went live or clown me.
Look at Gaston out here. Cars and stuff.
I mean, like, bro, it was, man, what a time, bro. What a time.
Man, I want to get into some draft talk with you. Obviously, the draft just happened a couple of days ago. And it's been a hot topic. The young man out of Rutgers, Ace Bailey, with the way him and his representation handled the entire process. I don't think it's as a new thing as people trying to make it out. Like, I think this pretty much happens every year. But for whatever reason, this has been a real spotlight on this one. So I wanted to get your thoughts on that, like, about the way they handled the draft, the way they still handling it. He didn't catch the flight out with the team, like, you know. So what's your thoughts on how they handling it and then the situation that he ultimately ended up in?
One, I think people are kind of mad because his agent, which is, he's not even a certified agent, but he's like his manager or whatever, Omar Cooper, he doing it his way. Like, he got a top pick and he got all the leverage, you know. At the end of the day, you seen with Shedeur Sanders, these people will still show you that you're not in control. So you got to know how to play the game, but that's how he wanted to do it. I mean, he went top 5. Like, I mean, like, I think they're making a lot about nothing, man. Like, I wouldn't have went about it that way and not did any workouts. I remember when we had Fox, and I was like, we was trying to find Lonzo Ball. Lonzo Ball didn't want to do no workouts. Dennis Smith was, like, but people told us don't do a pro day. I'm like, wow, it's just basketball. We ain't got nothing to hide. But I'm a trainer, though, so I come from that world of, like, we ain't got nothing to hide. Like, what is there to lose? Like, you can't try to manipulate it, but I don't have a problem with what he did. I mean, he was trying to position his client to get to what he thought was the best fit. So what's the issue with it? People do it all the time. Steph Curry and them did that. Steph Curry, his dad, you know, Steph was with our agency, and they didn't want him to go to Golden State. And Golden State still drafted him, and it worked out pretty good.
Worked out perfect.
Yeah, people do it all the time. Like, I don't see.
I mean,
the issue is who's representing him and how he's doing it. And, you know, I know they clowning him on Instagram. He did the stuff, but I mean, I'm not mad at the dude. He doing it his way. He had a top 5 pick a couple years ago. Isaac Okoro. So, I mean.
But at the end of the day, though, Ace Bailey got to come and show up.
Yeah.
Because all this is going to be
now they put a lot of pressure
distraction.
on him.
Now Ace Bailey got to come in and kill.
Yeah.
Or if he don't kill, now it's like,
that's a spotlight.
All that was for what?
Yeah.
Shador Sanders. All that was for what?
Yeah. Well, the Shador Sanders, that's a totally different situation because he's not a slam dunk prospect. Like, you understand?
I felt like he was good enough to go first round.
But nobody's a slam dunk prospect
until you show it.
There's only a few of those: the Tim Duncans, Zion's, LeBron's.
Well, if you look at the guys that try to take their careers or they situations into their hands, Gasto, they normally be superstars. Like you talking about your Mannings, like you talking about you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like so,
and maybe his agent feel like he's that,
and I feel like I'm saying like when I look at it, I'm like okay, like he probably feel like nah, like I'm nice, like I believe in myself, and I'm a maneuver to where
I think with social media, everything was blown out of proportion.
Yeah,
like they said, oh he didn't get on the flight the next day, but the team said you don't got to report till Monday. So he went home.
But they tried to paint it like, he didn't want to fly with the other first round pick.
I seen the next day he did something where they was giving away a park or doing something in New Jersey or something, and then he pulled up to Utah today. Like
nobody gonna say that.
Yeah, what's the big deal? Like, but they gonna paint it a narrative, But
now, as far as his landing spot, I do feel like he landed in a perfect spot from a basketball perspective. Like it should be plenty of balls for him to shoot there. He should come in and start either at the 2 or the 3.
Yeah,
and. Ultimately, I would imagine they didn't want to go to Utah. I think they was trying to position to go to Brooklyn or maybe Washington.
Yeah, I heard Washington, but
which you almost got there. That was 6. You went 5th.
One pick,
right? So, but from the basketball standpoint, like I'm interested to see because Utah need a guy, bad, and it should be wide open for him.
Yeah. It all worked out the way it's supposed to, man. And like, there's much to do about nothing, in my opinion.
Yeah. So Gaston, man, we talked about all the training stuff. We talked about, the grassroots. That's where it started at. Can you kind of give us a rundown on? I know about it, Catalyst Sports. Your first introduction to actually pro days. We had about 5 guys there. Me, Jonathan Motley, De'Aaron Fox, Thomas Bryant.
Yeah.
What was the guy? Kristen Sanders.
Yeah, we had Dominique Hawkins.
Hawkins from Kentucky.
Yeah.
It was about 5 or 6 other.
Yeah.
Can you kind of give us a rundown on that, man?
Big kid from Lafayette. Big Porzingis.
Man, what's his name? Andreas.
Yeah.
It was something like that. And we also had Rodions Courage.
Yeah.
So we had.
I remember him.
Yeah, we had Rodion. It was a bunch of us. We was all at the Mamba Sports Academy in Thousand Oaks.
Yeah. We was the first people in there.
We was the first people in the
Mamba Sports.
Mamba Sports Academy in Thousand Oaks. It was Catalyst Sports. We had the apartments probably like 10 minutes away.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Kind of give us a rundown on how you got out the grassroots to helping Catalyst Sports out and your journey starting from there.
Like I said, I started with Eric Moreland. Emo got us in trouble at Oregon State. I went up there. Man, I had no money to even get a flight. Somebody let me borrow $400 and got a flight. Now I caught a Spirit flight or something up to Oregon and just slept. He had a 1-bedroom apartment and I just slept on his couch because he couldn't work out with the team the whole first semester. So we would just go in the gym every day and grind. And of course, all the agents calling and stuff. He like, bro, I don't want to do it there. You're going to meet them dudes. So all the agents would fly me out, come meet with me. He want to talk about Eric. And I'm like, hearing their pictures and all that. And I settled on Catalyst Sports. And at that time, a lot of agents and agencies, they gave me a lot of promises, broken promises. And mind you, I'm broke at this point. Couldn't even afford a stick of deodorant, couldn't even get a haircut, nothing. I'm just out of there. And I'm like thinking with a clear head, and I would never go do no stuff like that. But I was just, like I said, so in the moment, I'm just like, man, my whole mission was like, man, I got to help this kid. Like, he got a chance, he got in trouble, and I got to help him. That was just my mindset. And a lot of agencies were promising things, man, we're going to help you out. We're going to make sure you're good, this. It never happened. And so at that point, Emo was going to be eligible to play the second semester. So I'm like, good, got him where he need to be. And I came home and I was like, at that point, I'm like, man, I'm done with this basketball stuff. Like, I'm over it. At this point, I've been doing I don't know how long, and I'm not making no money. I'm just struggling. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't got a pot to piss in and the window to throw it out of. And so I was like, man, I'm gonna find Emo an agency, make sure he good, and then I'm done. Cause like it's too stressful. Like I can't deal with it. And so we ended up with Octagon Sports. They was like, man, you know, we're gonna bring you on to help us recruit, train players, help on our pro days, manage, da da da. And I'm like, all right, whatever. Like, because everybody was telling me that. And so I met with them at Four Seasons Hotel right here in Houston. That's when they had the White Howard, all that. And I said they're gonna take on Emo. I called Emo, boom. I was like, man, we're gonna get you set up. We're gonna get you on the stipend. We'll get you. I'm like, all right, whatever, cool. So a month or two go by, and I'm like, okay, another agency blowing smoke on my butt, whatever. I'm not tripping. And so say it was around February. That's when they called me. It was like, oh man, we didn't forget about you. We've been handling a lot of business. We've been overseas. The lady, she gonna send you an invoice to get you set up. It was like $2,500. That $2,500 felt like $25 million. I felt rich. You know what I'm saying? Then I said, I need to go see Emo. Maybe it was Rashid or somebody else. All right, we're gonna pay for your flight and your hotel. I'm like, at that point, I feel like a billionaire. You know what I'm saying? I come back to Corvallis with a smile on my face, like, and that's where it started right there. That was 2013. Yeah.
No, because I remember you came up because you was with Emo. You came working me out when I was at I was at Oregon.
Yep.
At this time though, this was after Sweet 16.
It's booming.
No, I'm chilling.
Yeah.
I'm eating bad. I'm drinking.
Yeah.
I'm 215. Yeah. All we doing is push-ups, pull-ups.
Yeah.
No squats, no mobility. We can't work out 10 minutes in. I'm like, Gasto.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, my back.
Yeah.
I can't work out.
Like a fullback.
Yo, we had to stop the workout. I was like, Gasto,
like
all this shit we used to do before I got here, when we was young in high school and before I got here and last summer, I can't do that right now.
Yeah.
I'm too heavy. I'm eating bad. I'm drinking protein shakes like they was water. Like, you know, like I'm thinking, you know, you get into college, you like, everybody strong. We need to get big.
Yeah.
I'm 215, bro. He come down that work. He like, Doc, what, like,
yeah, same
what's
thing
going
with
on?
Emo.
He like, bro, what you doing?
When Emo was getting ready to go to Oregon State, Hood got him to a point where he was like playing a three, like padding it in and out, like pull up, looking like T-Mac, like long. And then when I went up there, he doing this like garden dude. I'm like, what you doing, man? You got stiff and big. I'm like, this is crazy. He's like, yeah, bro, they just got me on the block just doing miking drills. I'm like,
shout out Craig Robinson.
yeah, Craig Robinson.
Shout out Craig Robinson, man. That's my guy. Yeah. But so Gasto, that's interesting, bro. And you know, me and Winston talk about this all the time about modern day trainers now.
Yeah.
Modern day workouts. And dudes just doing it for the glam, having their camera out.
Yeah.
And getting the workouts and not really getting players better. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Can you kind of speak on the training nowadays and the way they approach the game, bro?
Man, I ain't gonna lie, it's crazy. I be watching on Instagram just getting mad, like, man, this is nuts. But I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. We didn't do it for the hype. Like they said, we didn't do it for the grind. Wasn't no cameras. We'd be in the back in a dingy gym somewhere just grinding. But I get it now. It's a business. You gotta get the flicks. I mean, I understand it. A lot of the training, though, is not to get people better. It's just to, get them tired or do some fancy drills. And, you know, it's like see guys doing.
Business. Yeah, keep pushing our business.
Yeah, here's all triple step back and stuff you'll never do in the game.
Yeah.
Shout out to Ansar Alamin. A lot of people don't know him. He was a mentor to me. That's who I learned who to train from. He from the Bay Area. He trained like a lot of people. LeBron when he was young, Melo trained. I mean, but he was just the most humble person you ever meet. He coached all around. Now he coaching like women's basketball. Mm-hmm. He's like too humble for his own good almost. But he told me the best workouts to get players better sometimes are going to be the most boring. And it might be just, we're going to stay on this right wing. We're going to rip through one dribble, get to the elbow 50 times and just rip it out. It's going to be boring. The player ain't going to like it, but it's going to get you better, you know. But training now, it's a fad, man. You don't got to have no street cred, no nothing. You can just pop up with a kid, take a picture, you know, You know, DM a kid, it's easy access.
And post a workout drill.
Yeah. I don't even know how I even knew half these kids. It wasn't no DMs or nothing. Like, I don't even know. Like, it was just really, people just pull up.
Word them out.
Yeah, word them out.
Or I'm gonna break the workout with Gasto. I'm gonna bring Win with me.
Yeah.
Because I know he nice. So I'm gonna just bring it with me.
Yeah.
And then once you work out with him, you good.
Yeah, people knew.
I knew who not to bring.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And on some real shit, like, they'll be like, who you gonna work out with? I'm going, Gas, you can't come today, bro.
Don't even waste your time.
Don't even waste your time. Because Gas gonna be like, yo, who is this?
Train.
We play one-on-one, like, nah, bro, he can't
train.
Like,
Training is crazy, bro.
Yeah.
I remember I called Ansar because the first person that ever paid me was a girl, actually. Her name was Savannah. She played at Dulles. And she was like, how much is it going to be to train? I'm like, how much? I'm like, somebody going to pay me for this? I called Ansar. I was like, man, how much should I charge to train? He was like, $40. And then Anthony Adunsi, I was talking to him. He was like, man, you need to be charging. He said, we're going to work out with this guy named Cedric Ward, Coach Ward. I'm like, I know, Sid. He said, he charged $40 per workout. I'm like, damn, 40? So I'll never forget this day. Savannah, she came to Westbury Christian, and I was nervous to tell her that, like, hey, I'm going to have to charge you. And she's like, how much? I said, I was nervous. I was like, $35. She's like, $35? Okay. I'm like, damn, I'm about to undersold myself. And then rest in peace. I was just, because, man, I used to be in the gym, like, all day. So one workout ending, it's another one starting. So I was on the floor with Toby. Toby is a kid from here. He was the #1 player in Texas, going to A&M. He died in a car crash. Prom day. Yeah, when I think about it, it still messed my head up. But Toby was right there. We was finishing the workout, and he heard my conversation. He started laughing. He was like, damn, Gaston, you big time now. You charging for workouts now? And he probably like, damn, you about to start charging me now. But yeah, that was the start of it. But even when I didn't really too much charge people, man. It was just out the love. Like, just love being in the gym, man. Just love being in the gym.
Now these guys charging. They give you about a month, gas though.
Yeah.
Oh, if you got 7 workouts this week, I'm gonna send you an invoice.
Yeah.
It might be $1,000. I'm like, bro, I can walk on the court. I can go outside and do exactly what we just did 10 times, and I'm paying you $1,000 for you to tell me to rip right 1 dribble pull up.
Yeah.
Or slide to the corner. I can have my brother come and pass me the ball. I can slide to the corner and shoot 50 times. These dudes they making a killing just off of posting on Instagram.
Yeah, it's a business now.
It's a business now.
Money.
It ain't about. They don't care if you get better.
I'm like, man, I came along a little bit too early, man.
Yeah.
I feel like the screwed up click because I talked to Flip and them. I'm like, man, y'all 20, 30 years too early. Y'all dudes would be billionaires. How y'all had Houston then if y'all was doing it with social media area. I'm like, man, I'd be rich if I was if I had everything I was going now and I was doing it now. It'd be crazy.
It'd be insane.
It'd be crazy.
Yeah, it'd be insane.
But God don't make no mistakes though.
That's right.
Man, one of the biggest eras in Houston was the Tommy Mason Griffin and Ray Penn era.
Mm-hmm.
Even to this day, Dot and myself, we in this 2K league where we draft and talk hoops and whatever, and Tommy name comes up a lot. And
what's that? 2K?
Just 2K, like NBA 2K. Video game.
Where 10, 15, 20 dudes get to pretend they GMs and
Draft
trade
players.
picks. And, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's cool. But, you know, but the bottom line of it is we just talk hoops.
Yeah.
And so in the Houston, you know, scene is the Tommy, the Ray Penn, that era, which I think, at least from my standpoint, that's really how I started knowing you.
Yeah.
I think that kind of put you on the map big time.
That video.
Yeah.
That Madison video.
Right?
Tommy, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When they following the boy around in school, and, you know what I'm saying? So kind of talk to us about that, man, and, you know, how did that kind of play a role in everything that's going on to this day?
Yeah, and let the people outside know who is Tommy Mason Griffin, because they hear that name a lot on here. We had a comedian just come, Jeff Shelley. He brought up Tommy Mason Griffin.
Yeah. CJ
don't know who Tommy Mason Griffin is. He's from Ohio. He just got here. Tommy Mason Griffin, can you give us a description on him and, you know, that era?
Like I say, I feel like, I don't want to sound braggadocious or whatnot. I feel like I was doing a lot of stuff ahead of my time. Like all this I was doing NIL before. I met Tommy when he was in 2nd grade. You know, like I didn't find kids when they was already here and just boom. Like I was like, so met Tommy. Tommy was in my neighborhood. He went to my dad's elementary school. My dad kept saying, "Man, it's this kid. This kid is good. Like he can go. Like he can come watch him play." Tommy might have been 3rd, 4th grade. It's they little city championships. I'll never forget. Worthing High School. So I come to the gym. I'm going to watch some 3rd, 4th graders, 5th graders. Like I come to the gym. I see a kid on the sideline, a little chubby kid. He on the sideline like this. He was praying. I said, that's interesting. Okay. It's kids. They running around, laughing, playing tag. So he did that. Then he got the ball. He on the sideline by himself. Going up and down. I'm like, this is okay. Like, this is a little different, Game started. I was like, what the hell am I watching? This is now my Tommy probably was, how old are you when you were in 4th grade, 5th grade?
10,
11,
11, 10,
something like
that.
10?
9, 10, something like that.
Step back, heads off. Wow. I'm like, what the, I'm like, this is nuts. Tommy was so big at a young age. Like, when he's playing the little YMCA leagues, people like, that little kid playing. People would come to watch him play at the YMCA. That's like, his legend started there, Went to Welsh Middle School, dropping 40s and 50s. Madison started as a freshman on varsity. Like, he was just one of the most naturally talented kids probably I ever met, He was a character, bro. That dude was different. I remember, I got a million stories. About Tommy, man. I remember, it's this famous thing Jim Hicks hosted, Sweet 16. It was the biggest matchup. Who's the best player in the city, Ray Penn or Tommy? So it's fall ball. So the high school coaches can't coach. So Ray called me. He like, I want you to come coach my team, Travis High School, for this tournament. But they matching up against Tommy, my alma mater, Madison High School. Tommy found out that I was gonna be coaching. He hit me up. Oh yeah, really? Oh, you fucking with that Ray Penn, huh? You know what I'm saying? So Ray crazy, man. Ray, that's all he could think about was busting Tommy ass. Like he couldn't sleep up, I get word the night before the game, Tommy in the strip club, he at the gambling shack, he up, I don't even know if he went to sleep, but then when, Tommy go get Shipley's, get his donuts, he walked by me like, oh yeah, that's what's up. And then when the game started, they was going back and forth. It was crazy, man. And Tommy went to Oklahoma. I would go up there and see him, and Kellen Sampson was there.
Kellen.
Huh?
Kellen.
Yeah.
Little Kellen.
Yeah. I was always talking to him about Tiny Gallon and Tommy. Been knowing the kids since forever. And they was like, man, we just need Tommy to come back. He had a great freshman year. I think he averaged like 14, 15 and 5. He had a couple 30-point games. It was just easy out there for him in college. Like Avery Bradley, who was supposed to be the best defensive player in college, made that dude look like nothing. Like just had him slipping and sliding over the floor. But he was small. Tommy was small. But anybody know Tommy? Tommy don't like going to school. You know what I'm saying? He just wanted to be in the gym. And he was hell-bent on declaring for the draft. And they was like, man, he just need one more year. One more year, he'll be a first-round pick. This is not the year. But in Tommy head, he like, man, I didn't bust John Wall ass, this guy, all these guys, Eric Bledsoe, like, come on, Bledsoe, like he, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, that's not the way it worked, Tommy, like, But I'm young at the time too, like, so I'm not an agent, I'm just talking to Tommy like a brother. And so he declared for the draft. Shoot, we working out at Brentwood. All these big agencies calling him, want him to go to Vegas here. Like, nah, Gaston, like, we in the hood, right? We working out in Brentwood. He ended up working out at the house like it was a normal thing. And so he started going for the pre-draft workouts. And then I think he hurt his wrist or his elbow or something. He gained some weight, got injured, and his career could never get off the ground. Went overseas and just, but anybody tell you see Boogie Cousins right now, you bring up the name Tommy, his eyes gonna light up. You know, talk to Isaiah Thomas, John Wall, anybody, you know, their eyes gonna light up. And he like what you call a hood hero. He was one of the best, man. He was one of the best to ever grace Houston high school basketball, for sure.
Yes.
For sure.
Gaston, I got to ask you about N1. You know, even grew up in a small town in Ohio, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when that thing came out, it changed a lot of things. And can you talk about, you know, maybe the first time you heard about it, your experience with it? I actually recently watched the Rise and Fall N1 on Netflix.
Yeah, that was
that's
good.
that's
lit. I seen
man,
that.
that was bittersweet kind of into that. It's still going to some degree, I understand, but I'd love to hear, you know, your experience with it, any stories you got with that.
First time I heard of N1s, I was a junior in high school at Madison. They said it's this street ball tape of this guy named Skip to My Lou in New York. I'm like, Skip to him. They were like, yeah. When he come down the court, he come down skipping at you. And everybody, the whole crowd still like, Skip to My Lou. And they was like, all you had to do was to go to foot action, I think, try on a pair of N1 slippers or something like that. And they give you a free N1 mixtape. It was the first one, volume 1.
Cassette or DVD?
Like, with no DVDs, back VHS.
VHS, yeah.
VHS.
Okay, yeah.
And so me and all my friends, we went to Sharpstown Mall, tried on the shoes. All you had to do was just try on the shoes. And they give you, that's genius marketing.
Yeah.
So got the VHS, went home, popped it in. I was glued to the TV for probably 8 hours. I couldn't believe, like, he skipping down the court behind the, like, we didn't see all that. It wasn't social. We didn't see all that in Houston.
Right.
He coming down the court, dropping the ball, faking it one way, doing this. And it was like, I'm seeing the crowds, and I was like amazed by it. Next day, I'm trying all that, you know. I'm trying all that. We're at the park, like, you know. And so I was just an N1 fanatic. Like, back in those days, it's kind of like streamers are now. Casanana, those guys are more celebrities than NBA players or rappers now. These streamers guys are like huge. Back when we was coming, and most people knew most of the N1 guys over, of course, the big NBA guys people know, but if you was a middle of the road NBA guy, you knew an N1 player before you knew them.
Sure.
And so, yeah, that's kind of how I got involved with it. And when they would come to Houston, they would look for the top street ballers and all that. And I knew some people that would always call me up, and that's how I had a couple clips on N1, just throwing out people's head off the glass, dancing, acting silly. So, yeah, that was dope, man. Yeah. That was dope. And I was telling them the story earlier of my friend Indy Eby. He called out Future, one of the top N1 guys, like, dude, gas in the bust your ass or whatever. We was in Minnesota, and we played for like $1,000 or something. I lost. You know, it was crazy. It was crazy, man. It was after a game. It was Minnesota Timberwolves versus the Seattle Supersonics at the time.
Yeah.
And after the game, all the players came down to the practice gym, and it was packed. They was all standing around. Money was on the floor. Future had on some Timbs. And I was nervous, bro. I'm like, what this dude got me into? You know what I'm saying? Future was talking shit. Yeah, yo, blah, blah, blah.
How old are you at this time? Roughly?
Yeah. Early 20s. Maybe I'm like probably, at that time, probably 21, maybe.
Okay.
21, 22 years old, maybe. And so, yeah, a lot of fun memories with that, man. Like I say, I wish some of that stuff was like captured now, because now everything is captured. But sometimes it's better left with just memories.
Sure.
You know? Yeah.
Yes, though. So, man, like, before we get out of here, before we kind of start wrapping up, man, it's an interesting, important topic that we need to discuss. You know, man, you started your own agency, Family First.
Yep.
I was a part of it.
Yep.
Family First Sports Firm. Yep. I was a part of it.
2019.
De'Aaron Fox was a part of it.
Yep.
Eric Moreland.
Yep.
And a plethora of guys that was a part of it. A lot of pros, women, all this.
Yep.
Recently, man, you know, De'Aaron Fox, what is it, 2 years ago?
Maybe almost 3 now.
Almost 3 years ago.
It was 2022, so yeah, maybe it was 3 years. Yeah.
Almost 3 years ago, De'Aaron Fox decided that he was going to leave where everything originated and started, and went to Clutch Sports.
Yep.
Everybody and their mother had something to say.
Yep.
Everybody texts me. text my family, text your family,
Yeah.
word around town. Nobody knew what actually happened.
Yeah.
We haven't had a chance. We talked about it.
Yeah.
But you haven't had your chance to put it on platform and actually tell your side of the story. Because everybody it's 3 sides to the story.
Yeah.
It's somebody else's side, it's your side, and it's the truth.
Somewhere line in between.
It's a line in between. So, you know what I mean, bro? This is your opportunity to give us a chance and everybody at home, whoever watching this and want to know what's going on and what happened. This is your chance to clear the smoke, bro.
Yeah. To be honest, I'm still trying to figure out what happened. You know, it was one of the moments, like, you know, those moments where, like, I remember where I was when Kobe died. I was driving down the street. Y'all too young, but I remember when 9/11 happened where I was. Some certain things you never forget where you were when it happened. And so I never forget, I just went to opening night, maybe like I don't remember what day, maybe a Tuesday or Wednesday. I just saw them, dabbed them up, whatever. I was sitting on the couch on a Friday night, just chilling with my son. My other son wasn't born yet. Fox called me because I think I was supposed to have him do a podcast or appearance or something in LA or something. And the energy of I was kind of off even when I was at the game, but I'm not thinking nothing of it. He called me. He said, "Hey, yo, Gas, we're going to Clutch Sports." And at that time, I'm like, you can't even comprehend. Like, I'm like, I can't even comprehend that. Like, what does that mean? He said, yeah, I already talked to them. I talked to Rich Paul. He said, it's all good. You my guy. You're going to handle all my business affairs, all my day-to-day stuff. I want you to get with Rich Paul. Y'all figure out how y'all going, whatever deal y'all work out, that's on y'all. And then we're going to all three sit down and figure out, you know, what's in the best interest for me, how we're going to make this work. You know, they all agreed to it. You coming with us. He said, I'm only going to play for so long. And I want you to be able to have the resources and the team behind you to continue to grow and build what you're doing. I'm like, I'm confused at this point because I'm like, I'm processing all this because you know, we telling all these stories of where I started.
Yeah.
And to get to this point where we can be independent and have something of our own and build and grow something. But I'm like, you know what? Maybe it's not the worst thing in the world. I'm like, all right, bro, I love you. He said, I love you too. Hung up. Damn, I'm just sitting here like, what the hell just happened? I said, did I just get fired? You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking. So that's when things got murky. To this day, I don't know what got lost in translation because there's a lot of he say, she say. Somebody said something about this about, and Fox was like, well, okay, now I'm at the send this termination letter. I'm like, nah, bro, you ain't gotta do that. We could just be a co-agent. We could just add, nah, they said I gotta do it like this. I'm like, all right, whatever. Sent in a termination letter. And so time just going now, and I'm like, what's going on with the whole Clutch Sports thing? Like, it just got weird. It was just a lot of he says, like, to this day, I don't know what happened. But somebody said something to where it didn't go through. And I'm the type of person, I'm not gonna beg for something. I'm like, hey, like, I hit them like, yo, what's going on? Man, I don't know, man. Well, they said they was gonna do it. I can't make somebody. And I was like, man, you know what? It's cool, man. You know, if you don't know how to just, and at the end of the day, he don't owe me nothing. Like, we built something great, but that taught me, and I'm still not, this is business. But certain things are deeper than business. Me and you have had conversations. You came to my crib, hey, guys, this is how I'm feeling. Just let's talk it out. And I thought he don't owe me nothing, but I feel I'm owed that a conversation. After everything we've been through, imagine talking to someone for, I would say maybe 5, 6, 7 years, every single day, whether it's just him or whether it's in a group text or his mom, and then it just go to zero. So yeah, man, that was a crazy time. I didn't come outside for maybe like a year. People would come knocking on my door. People was coming to my office. People were calling, what's going on? I ain't answering my phone. I'm like, man, like, it was just, imagine being here and losing everything overnight. And like I said, God don't make no mistakes. At the time, I couldn't see it. I couldn't see my path. I'm like, damn, what I'm gonna do? But I mean, that's really the nuts and bolts of it. I was just in his wedding in August. You know, he went on his honeymoon. Like, it was just boom. It was crazy. That's the best way it was the best way to describe it, man. It was crazy. Never really haven't had a conversation. I haven't seen or talked to him since then, since like 2 or 3 years ago. He's a man. He's entitled to make his own decisions. Don't have no ill will to him. Pray for him. I watch his games. Hope that he does well. But for us to grind from all the way from 7th, 8th grade to get all the way to this point, it was it was something you can't understand. You can't even put in words, man. You can't put in words. Back how I said when I was starving and I went all the way back down to that point, but probably lower because I had kids. Yeah. And so every day was a struggle. Every single day. Every day I woke up trying to scratch my head, figure how are we gonna figure this out? Delivering car parts, trying to find odds and ends. Now mind you, I was a guy here and did all this stuff and got cut off at the knees. But you know, it has all led to this for me to be here, sitting down with you guys, and like I say, no, it's forward marching. It's forward marching, man.
Man, like I said, bro. I mean, we've talked about it multiple times. You know.
Yeah.
I kind of wanted you to clear the air, clear the smoke with that.
Yeah.
And you know, bro, it's just
I heard all kind of crazy stuff.
I mean, it's crazy shit. We can't even talk about
it.
Like it's just all wild shit. Like, he did this. Gasto stole something. Like it's just a bunch of crazy stuff that you can't fathom to realize or believe.
Yeah, and the truth is, I don't know what happened. Like he felt, you know, he needed something bigger, something different, which is respectable. Mm-hmm. But what got lost in translation of me supposed to be going, I don't know.
I was gonna ask you this: did you ever speak with Rich Paul? You ever talk to him?
Yeah.
And that deal just never fell through as far as you working for them or working together.
I spoke with him. His exact words was like, "Man, that dude Fox love you, man." He said, "When most players do this, they just and go on to the next thing. But he wanted to bring you with him." He said, "Man, this is gonna be dope. You down in Texas. We don't really have nobody down there right now." Boom, boom, and then, like I said, after that conversation, everything just went dark, went quiet. So, yeah, I mean, for everybody to think there's some crazy thing happened or it was a fighting or cussing each other out, that never happened. Like it just went quiet. It went quiet and it's been quiet ever since. But we're here today.
Yeah, no, it's a blessing, bro. It's a testimony in it all. We all got our own testimonies, bro. Gasto, the last one before we get out of here, bro. I have to get your top 5 Houston players of all time. Top 5.
Now, Gasto, before you
go, I need to know the criteria.
Go ahead. Break it down to criteria. I'm the question asker. He put the criteria on.
Gasto, and you could kind of tell us what you think. I'll tell you what I think. I feel like it's like a pie for your ranking. Mm-hmm. It's some apples in there. There's some sugar in there. It's a crust. Mm-hmm. It's some whipped cream. Like it's a totality to what you did.
You adding a lot to tell me what the criteria is.
You know what I'm saying?
Are to my players who had the best pro career overall career, or players who had the best high school career?
So my question is, you on the hardwood, I mean, of course we're gonna talk about who went professionally because some of those guys went professionally. I'm talking about you step on the court and you like, what I'm saying is these guys, whoever he named, one of them or two of them gonna be able to, you're gonna say, yeah, he made it to the league.
Because to me, it's two different things. You got some guys that were great high school players, were okay in college, never did nothing past that. Some guys that were okay in high school.
Those guys, like I would rank low, guys.
Yeah, it was some guys that were okay in high school, but then they got to college and they became great pros. Like right. So,
right.
What do we work?
I'm saying with your eyes. Before he went to college and he was all right. With your eyes.
No college or pro. So
man, when he was
cutoff line is senior year.
Senior year in high school with the basketball in their hand.
9th through 12th grade.
9th through 12th grade. Top 5 in Houston.
That's hard to say because there's so many different eras, but this is not in order. You know, like you say, it's hard because Clyde Drexler, you have to say, is probably the best player from Houston because he's a Hall of Famer. He did it, but I didn't see him play in high school. And they just said he was just a pretty good player. Nobody predicted this in high school.
Yeah. So shout out to Clyde the Glide. I hope you can come sit down with us, but you didn't see him work out, so that don't count.
So we're not talking about post-high school. Just strictly high school.
Yep.
That's hard, man, because it's a lot. It's a lot of guys like Alton Ford. I don't know y'all about Alton Ford. Y'all know Alton? Rest in peace.
Never heard
Played
of
at
him.
Milby.
I don't know, Alton.
He came to Madison sophomore year. Dunked it, broke the goal, shattered glass. Went to U of H for a year. Yeah, Alton Ford. Look him up. Second round pick with the Rockets. He was so strong and big. He'd be cut or be out the NBA. And when the Rockets about to play Shaq, they give him a 10-day to come guard Shaq.
That's crazy.
But top 5 that I've seen with my own eyes. Tommy Mason Griffin got to be in there. De'Aaron Fox has to be in there. Rashard Lewis. That's when it gets tough. Rashard Lewis. Carlos Hurt. And then that's when it gets tough. There you go Daniel Gibson. There you go Tag Minor. There you go TJ Ford.
No Gerald Green?
See, Gerald he came out of nowhere.
Okay.
He was at Dobie. He was playing JV.
Yeah.
He shot from like his 11th grade year that summer, then he became the number 1 player in the country.
Makes sense.
So it's I can't just do 5. It's hard, man. It's hard.
So you said TMG, Tommy Mason Griffin.
Yeah.
You said
De'Aaron Fox. Carlos Hurt.
Rashard Lewis.
I mean, then it's
maybe D Gibb.
You could do D Gibb,
TJ Ford.
I mean, these guys were great, man.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's hard to
man, it's a lot of talent coming out the age, man. And that's kind of what me and Wynn talk about a lot, bro. But Gasto, once again, man, appreciate you for taking your time out, man.
Appreciate y'all, man.
Coming, stopping by, giving us a rundown on everything.
Family. Yeah.
Man, like I said, bro, I want to give you your flowers again if I never had. And also tell you thank you, bro. I know I've told you multiple times, but thank you, bro.
Man, thank you,
part
bro.
of my reason I'm successful,
man,
bro.
Thank y'all, bro. Y'all was in the gym with me. Like, I wouldn't be here without y'all.
Yeah.
Dawson been with me through, so we both been up, down, back, sideways, and we're still going. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I'm proud of y'all. Happy to see what y'all doing, man. It's big time.
No, for sure.
It's big time. For sure.
Man, that's Your Perspective Podcast. Damian Dawson here. Moderator CJ Short, Winston Shepard. We got Chris Gaston in the building. If y'all haven't already, make sure y'all like, follow, subscribe to the channel. Turn your notifications on. Thank you, guys. This episode is brought to you by Tago Restaurant, 1120 Dennis Street. You know what I mean? We here with my boy Wynn, live on set. We got the Mayan Mule right here. Get you a try that, bro.
Nah,
try that. You ain't gonna try that.
Nah, it's way too early, but we saving this one for you. So make sure you get down here to Tago, 1120 Dennis Street. Ask for the Mayan Mules when you get here.
Ask for Will.
This is CJ Short with Your Perspective Podcast. Please like, follow, subscribe. I'm here to moderate, try to keep these guys in line. No promises, but I'm gonna do my best. Thanks for watching.
These brothers my guys, know that they fly, know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side, CJ Ike, now I gotta roll with ice. No rush, go on move dumb, pushing, so on move dumb.